Welcome back, everybody, to Quantum Break, picking up right where we left off, acquiring the time shield and going to save our brother Will. Thanks for all the support on the first video. Keep smashing that like button if you are enjoying this early series of Quantum Break and want to see more. We've got a bunch of bad dudes to beat down, and we now have 4 time abilities at our disposal, pulling off some nasty shots with the revolver, the heavy pistol, laying down the pain train on all of these Monarch soldiers. And we are going to try to figure out what the heck is going on with Paul, Will, and Beth, Jack too, as we spew blood from the heads of these crazies. Getting a little up close and personal, so we'll create a time stop after a time dash in a little focus mode. Feeling the heat of some of their attacks. You do have to be quite specific with where you aim that time stop, because there is a lot of depth. You can shoot it off way into the distance, or you can have it be quite near. Of course, there are lovely explosive crates that look super cool when you time stop them, overload the bullets, and then kaboosh.
Will, you alright? Define alright. You're fine.
Brothers will be brothers, even though he almost died.
I got a whole new batch of messed up shit I need you to explain.
We have to hurry. Where's my car?
I didn't like the color. Let's get a new one.
What? No, Jack. I need the...
Hold that thought.
Alright, we've got an ambush incoming.
My briefcase was in that car.
I'll take you shopping. It's a fucking briefcase.
A briefcase that contains something I need in order to stop the fracture.
And you didn't think to spell that out to me before.
I was a little busy getting kidnapped.
Yeah? Well, it's not too late to leave you here.
How the hell are you staying alive?
That's part of the messed up shit I need explained. You got any theories about being able to manipulate time?
No.
Time, come up with one.
I don't know what could be in that briefcase that will help save us all and repair the time fracture, but I like the ability to mess with the finer crevices in the time-space continuum as we dash, stop, and drop all of these fools trying to get us. They throw a lot of guys at you. Again, this is early on in the game, still like within the first 30-40 minutes, and they are pushing a lot of these patrols straight at our faces and requiring us to use our acquired skills to take them all out. And it is easier said than done, but I love those final kills with a little bit of slow-mo. It's not too egregious, but it's pretty darn satisfying. And we acquire a shotgun, filling out
I think so.
our 3-weapon arsenal here to go with those 4 time powers for 7, lucky number 7 times the damage and destruction. William, let's save you, buddy.
We have to get to my briefcase. Then we find Beth Wilder.
Why? Who is she?
She knows about the fracture. I trust her.
Glad you trusted somebody.
Because it sure wasn't us. I wonder if this is one of those stories where
It's not that simple, Jack. They kept secrets from you to keep you
a
safe.
bunch of people are
Safe?
traveling through time at the same time.
Look around you, Will. Does this feel safe to you?
This isn't my fault. Beth warned me this would happen. I did everything in my power to stop it.
But you never told me any of this.
I couldn't just...
How long have you known?
We don't have time for this now, Jack. We have to get to that briefcase.
It's like, how does Beth know? She must have seen this play out before, one of these cases of like all these time loops and alternate realities.
Let's move before more of them show up.
Get outside, leave this library, and hopefully find some more explanation. Paul.
Paul?
Jack, we gotta go.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, Jack.
So he has time powers of his own. And he's evil.
Paul, what happened to you? What are you doing?
Only what's necessary.
Think about this. You don't know what's at stake.
I know exactly what's at stake. That's why I'm here. You believe you can stop what's coming? I'm giving you one chance to change your mind. This path, it's already said it can't be changed. The past, the future, I've seen it. I've lived it. For 17 years.
17 years. It was you, the first experiment.
Come with me and we can see this through. Or hold on to your hope and burn with it.
Now listen, I built a device. I can stop this. I can.
You can't.
This is madness. There's no harm in trying.
There is. That's why I can't risk you opposing me, Will. It doesn't have to end like this.
We can't just let this happen. I'll never stop trying.
It took me years to come to terms with what must be done. But we don't have years.
Wait.
Trigger. I never wanted this.
Oh, crap. End of Act 1. Somehow, even though Jack first sees Paul deal with this chronon and this time experiment now, Paul Serene says he's been dealing with it for 17 years, so some version of himself has traveled back and forth for years and years and has been rewriting history, basically, to his own tune. And it doesn't look good. The end of time, whatever that means. We've reached a junction point, and these separate the acts of gameplay from the TV show episodes, and we get to actually play as Paul Serene here, the bad guy, and make critical choices.
My name is Paul Serene. I founded Monarch Solutions 17 years ago with a very clear purpose. There are those who would question my actions. I'm recording this as a final statement of vindication, a testimony of how things came to be. I've always been devoted to my mission. Never deterred from my goal, no matter the sacrifice. Because I've seen where this leads. I've seen where it all ends.
We have a problem. No word from Jack Joyce's transport. It should have arrived here by now. We may have a traitor on the inside. You're due for your treatment. I'll find who's behind this.
Find Jack. That's our priority. Get your best man on it.
There's more. As you know, Jack's level of interference led to unexpected complications. Witnesses from the university were transported here. You need to take a look. We can't afford any further obstacles at this stage of the plan. Now, I see two options. We could use force, remove any loose ends. But if those witnesses disappear,
The public will start asking questions, potentially turn on Monarch.
Alternatively, I could mount a broad PR strategy, get the city on our side. But that leaves us with
The loose ends.
Precisely. The choice is yours, but keep in mind, the men will view your decision as a unified strategy moving forward.
So we get to make a choice of how Monarch carries forth, and Paul can see into the future.
How long until the core is ready for transport?
It'll be en route to Monarch headquarters in less than an hour. Installation should be complete before the gala.
Good.
He sensed that Jack was gonna get kidnapped or break
Jack
free.
would never understand the necessity of what I'd done. It wasn't the death William deserved, but his knowledge posed too great a risk to our plan.
And he also talks about Martin Hatch.
It was the first time I'd visited the Ground Zero operation in ages. The location I'd arrived in when I went 17 years back in time. The location where my fate was sealed 6 years ago.
Martin Hatch talks about Paul needing some sort of treatment probably because of all the time
We had
traveling.
Jack in custody, but I was starting to witness visions from the future which made it clear that could change very soon.
It seems like everything is breaking down around him. I think it's super cool that you get to play as another character this early on in the game and make these choices as to how they carry out their operations.
Sir.
And then that plays out in the
Who
TV
is
show.
this? Amy Ferrero. She's one of the witnesses. Awaiting your orders on how to proceed.
So this is pretty darn cool. You'll get to see the two possible outcomes and then
My
decide.
powers grew stronger, even as the Chronon syndrome worsened. I could choose a path that would become the actual future, but it wasn't optional. The moment wouldn't end until I made up my mind.
So there's actually 8 different variations of the TV episodes between the acts. And along with these 2 major choices, there's 4 on each side that are based on what you find in the game and different things you unlock that add to the variety.
Potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Wait!
Monarch would take a hardline approach. Crush all obstacles, eliminate all witnesses. It would be harsh. But I had made hard choices for the greater good before.
I dug through the area and I found everything I could on your bro. This is messed up, man. I trusted Monarch.
But the people of Riverport would turn against us. Our secrets would be safe, but the public would hate us, and Jack would gain new allies.
Monarch's got no authority to stop you, and you tell that to everybody on that bridge.
So again, 2 major, changes in modality within the storyline, but then little variations based on items you find, secrets you come across, and whatnot that further alter the episodes.
I want to stay.
And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
Monarch would take a PR-friendly approach and manipulate the public into siding with us. Our lies would give us control.
The manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce.
Hey, somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey, I think that's Jack Joyce.
We'd use the media to expose, then hunt for Jack.
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
But the eyewitnesses would be out there, and Jack would learn our secrets.
I think it's so cool and bold that they're incorporating choice, at least in some fashion, into a single-player game like this at a AAA level.
We're taking the hard line. Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Take her and the others to the Ground Zero operation.
Make it quick. Painless.
No, wait. Please! Please stop! Please! Help me!
Jack!
There's no other way out. I'm going through the machine.
Oh, wait, no! Jack! This way! Jack!
I use my power to guide us, to decide how to best prepare for the inevitable end of time. That gives the chosen few a chance to survive. I've seen the end of time.
He's seen the end. Some part of me thinks that he's trying to move us towards a greater good outcome, yet it feels so evil, at least at this point in the storyline. That girl's face looks familiar because that is Amy, the girl who Jack tried to unfreeze on the college campus last video and was unable to do so. I told you she would come back, and she sure did. Again, the fact that the plot is able to be modified in a very linear and very set-piece driven, awesome game like this, I think is super cool. And I'm curious how those different choices and how the variations based on what you find in the game and what you come across in your exploration at the end of all the acts and all the TV episodes, how much of an effect that will have on the end ending, how many different endings there are, and how different they may be, and how disparate the interactions between Jack, Joyce, and Paul Serene will be by the end of the game. We'll have to wait to find that out. I'm unable to show you guys the TV show. That's still under embargo, but I will pick back up with gameplay, and I'll probably recap what happened. The TV show doesn't... It forwards the plot for sure, but at least this first episode, it didn't deal really with Paul or Jack, and so therefore we can continue and it'll make perfect sense to you. It mainly involved Liam Burke, one of Paul's sort of henchmen, and him going after this Amy, and then eventually trying to chase after Jack. If you recall, Paul said that Jack escaped. Anyhow, I'll get into that next time. For now, though, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day and enjoying these Quantum Break videos. Make sure to give them a big thumbs up if you're ready for more. I'll bring that your way soon. Until that time, though, thanks again. Have a fantastic day. Drink so much, and we will see you all later.